poppin'. I got a Batman and Robin. You call me drop it, I cop it. 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 Givenchy, I'm on it. I spend racks on my showroom. NFTs and they so cool. Yeah, I got a lot, man. Cryptos on the blockchain. We was on the block, man. Now we at the top, ayy. Stop, man. If I ain't get you blocked, man. I get every drop, man. I be on that clock, yeah. You call me drop it, I cop it. The newest Givenchy, I got it. Collectibles all in my wallet. About to take off like a rocket. Givenchy, I'm on it. LV and make sure we poppin'. I got a Batman and Robin. You call me drop it, I cop it. 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 Givenchy, I'm on it. You call me drop it.
Good morning, my fellow NFT collectors. It is Sunday, it is drop day, and we got a special guest today. We have BE himself, the creator of the VeVe Drop channel. What's up, BE, aka Brian? You guys can just call him Brian if you want, if BE is too hard for you. How you doing today? Are you excited about Howard the Duck?
I'm doing good. Excited may not be the word. Howard the Duck wasn't the best movie when it came out, but I watched it 100 times, so.
I know, I love that movie, and you're right, it was a bad movie, but it was so bad that it was good. Shout out to all the homies in the chat. We got World is Staged here. He's extremely excited about this drop. We got Alejandro in the chat. What's up, Alejandro? We got Shelby Cobra. I think my man here, my guest, knows Shelby Cobra pretty well. We got Puna Jungle Collectibles, also known as Tucson Collectibles. Renee's is in the chat. Gritty One is here. What's up, everybody? Let's go. Good luck if you're going for this drop. We'll do a poll here in a little bit to see how many people are going for it. I'm not expecting huge numbers on this one because 50 gems is kind of expensive for this collectible, in my opinion, with almost 2,000 or maybe about 2,000 of the ultra rares today and about 650 of the secret rares. Let's learn a little bit about Brian over here. Like I said, he was the creator of the VeVe Drop channel. You probably saw him on the VeVe market many times. His username on VeVe is What's a Blockchain. Tell us a little bit, BE, about how you got into VeVe and what you collect on there.
So I actually first started probably back in October, maybe August of 2021, and I came across the DC was doing the drop of those little discs.
Oh yeah.
And giving away millions of them. And I'm like, I got one, and I'm like, you know what, this is kind of cool. Let me look into it. And I was looking all over for something that was easy, and everything had to do with crypto. And I really wanted some way to do this with fiat. I just want to use a dollar bill to buy something. And I'm looking all over, and I came across VeVe. And I'm like, this is perfect. I don't have to worry about crypto. I don't have to do conversions or anything like that. And I was just really happy with it. I came across it. Couldn't get anything until I actually watched your channel.
Nice.
I couldn't. It was impossible at that time. So I really got started around the golden moment period. So.
Nice. Did you get any of those golden moments on those drops?
Yes. Interesting enough, I was actually with Shelby Cobra. It was one of our first dates, if you can believe it.
Nice.
So I was doing C3PO, or that's what I ended up getting, and I actually got it on a rebound. I had no clue how it happened. I just kept on refreshing the page, and I noticed the box pop up, and I hit it. I had no clue that was a rebound or what it was. I noticed in the past it would load a little bit longer, and so I kept on trying, and I got lucky on that.
Nice.
Unfortunately, that one was 5,000.
Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah.
That was a good one to hit, though, on the drop. Shout out to Bait Maximo in the chat. We got Sugar Shane 420 here. We're here with BE today, the creator of the VeVe Drop channel. We got Dennis O'Connor. If you guys want to subscribe to the VeVe Drop channel, the link is in the description. We got Tucson Collectibles. He says, who cares? I know you and Tucson have been in the chat together for a long time, almost probably a year now. What's your opinion on Tucson Collectibles? You like them? You love them? You hate them? What do you think?
Gotta love it. You gotta love everyone there. I mean, everyone adds to this whole process, you know.
Everybody love everybody, which is a great segue to my next topic. But before we get there, I see Captain Obvious is in the chat. Happy birthday, Captain Obvious. I know it's your birthday today. Good morning and happy birthday. And speaking of love, we also have Shelby Cobra in the chat. You and Shelby Cobra recently got engaged. You're getting married soon. You guys are both VeVe collectors. Did you guys meet through VeVe, or how's that working out with you having a significant other who also collects on the app?
We didn't meet through VeVe. I introduced her to that. I actually introduced her to, there was actually a Macy's NFT through Sweet. And I'm like, oh, we got to do this. Let's try to get it. And I had everything set up, and she won. I didn't win, and that started the whole process of her always winning good stuff and me never winning good stuff. But yeah, so I got her into it. We love it. I got my son into it a little bit. So it's something fun to do. It really is something to bond over and get upset when she gets all the good drops. So.
Yeah, it was really good when it was like a family thing. You get your kids to do it, but now that they have to KYC, it's a little bit harder. I had my son going for comics back in the day whenever Marvel comic #1 first came out, and for a while there, but he got tired of it pretty quick whenever it started getting competitive and he couldn't hit all the drops. What's up, Tito420? What's up, DYD? We got Mr. Daniel Marquez here. Yeah, we're here with BE. I know you guys are always racing each other to be first in chat. We're going to talk a little bit about how you're sniping the market, because I know you do really well on drop days, sniping the market and making extra money, looking for good serial numbers and flipping them as soon as you buy them. You put out a lot of good videos about that as well. Before we get into it, though, let's look at the price predictions. I know some people want to see those for today's drop. Howard the Duck, first appearance. If you saw my video I put out yesterday, maybe yesterday or the day before, I told a little bit of the history of Howard the Duck, who actually came out in 1973, I want to say. I got the serial numbers here. 1973, yeah, that's his first appearance. And in his second appearance in 1974, he actually fell off of some stone out into oblivion and was expected to never be seen again until all the Marvel fans who liked the Duck started writing him and was like, you got to bring him back. And they did bring him back. They listened. All right, we don't have a lot of predictions for today. Bender has 55 on the ultra rare, 85 on the secret rare. Ryan's got 31 on the ultra rare, 134 on the secret rare. Selwood's got 30 and 72. Flora Gang's got 65 and 159. Sim has 45 and 65. Retail today's 50. Shaz has 29 and 88. I got 42 and 58 because I don't think a lot of them are going to sell in the store, so there probably won't be a lot of people to undercut to bring that ultra rare price down. BE, my guest here today, has 30 on the ultra rare, 55 on the secret rare today. Dan K's got 27 and 88, and my man Blaze has 39 and 64 on today's drop. We'll do a poll to see if you guys are going for it. Like I said, I don't expect the numbers to be very high, but as always, there's opportunity to make money on the market on drop day. Why don't you tell us, Brian, a little bit about your strategy on drop day for getting good serial numbers or flipping up your gems on drop days?
Well, definitely direct connect. I talk about it in one of my videos, but I do use this little Anchor adapter to direct connect to the Ethernet. It's really the only way. When you're using Wi-Fi, things can interfere. You're going to mess up your ping. This gets me decent ping here. When I'm in Florida, I actually can get like one ping at my parents' place there. So if you have, I don't have fiber, but man, if you guys can get fiber, that's a game changer. I probably shouldn't tell you that, but if you can get fiber, the way to go. I've got Spectrum. It's okay. I can do okay. I also talk about in one of my videos using a stylus. These are Metros off of Amazon. You can just get them, or you can get any one. I like this. It's actually got, I think it's a five. Oh, that popped off. But anyways, it's got a little tip.
Do you snipe with that?
Yeah, I do snipe with it. It works pretty good. You know, I do my finger refreshing the page and then pop. And it's just practice. I mean, again, I watched you, Chris, for, many months before I was even able to do it. So if you guys think you're going to come in and just all of a sudden do it, you might get lucky, but it definitely takes practice.
Speaking of top snipers, we have your arch rival in the chat. Andalon is here. Says, I thought you were way younger, Brian. Both of you guys are always getting good numbers. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm an old man here.
Aren't we all? Seems like everybody in the community is. We need to get younger people in here. That's why I kind of think that whenever we get the Naruto and Dragon Ball Z, that might bring in that crowd right there. But yeah, sniping on the market, it's all about knowing what serial numbers to look for. On today, I do have some special serial numbers that I pulled up a second ago. You want to look for that 1973. 41 is always the lowest serial number on the collectibles. 616 on a Marvel collectible is always going to do well. 1939 will always do well. I don't know so much about 1944. That might be. What do you think, BE? 1944, the year George Lucas. Well, if you
Yeah.
sniped that for floor price, how much would you mark up the price on that?
Ooh, I know people are going to get it and like throw it up to 1,000. That you're not going to get 1,000. No way. And if you sleep on it too long, you're not going to sell it. Reality, maybe 200 to 300. You'll probably get 150 for it if you get it up soon enough, or you're going to be holding the bag on that. I can almost guarantee. But yes, if you can get 1944 at 4, pick it up. You'll at least get some gems. But yeah, you should get a decent amount on 1944, I would think. I'd certainly would get it.
I'm kind of surprised that that one would actually do well. You got to have somebody who knows that what that is, what 1944 is. And I guess there is enough people on the app that are big fans that they're going to see that and they're going to want to pick it up. Renee says Pokemon's going to blow up VeVe. I hope it comes in 2023. I know there was just some recent news about Pokemon hiring somebody for Web3. What do you think, Brian? I'm sure you saw the news. Do you think that was indicative that they would be coming to VeVe, or indicative that they're going to start their own thing?
It's hard to say. I know, one of the guys on VeVe actually brought Pokemon to the US. So, I mean, there's a good chance that means it's going to be on VeVe, or at least have some appearance on VeVe. It's hard to tell. I mean, Disney's done the same. Disney's done the same thing. They've hired people, and they're still using VeVe. So, I'm still praying. I think that break the app just like we want it to.
Yeah, if that happens, that's probably going to bring in a lot of young people, especially if it's gamified. Captain Obvious, the birthday girl, says, I'm in the mountains in Sedona, so my signal blows, so I'm driving into town for the drop. This is not worth driving into town for. Maybe on Tuesday's drop, though. We do have a pretty big drop on Tuesday. Let me see what you think about it, Brian. It's the first appearance of Lizard, which is a villain from Spider-Man. It's Amazing Spider-Man number 6. You think that's going to be a big drop?
It should be a decent drop. It's certainly better than some of the other comics that have been out. I wonder what they're going to charge for this. Is that going to be a 10 or 20? Or are they going to drop it down to 5,000? Do $6.99? Yeah, I think it'll be a good drop. It's going to be a great snipe day. So whether you're going to collect it or not, if you snipe, it's a good one. It's a good one to practice on for sure.
Yeah, Grail and Key comic drops are always good snipe days. Gritty One says 1986 movie year might do well. It would do well if it existed, but the highest serial number you can get today is 1973. What's up, G Money? What's up, Dr. Strange? We got OG David Burwood in the chat. Says, quick question. What would you guys value a 1993 rare Lambo at, bought for 100 gems?
So that's the death of Lamborghini.
Oh.
And it was, you said, oh, wow. What are rares at now? They're like 110?
Well, we can check them out in the app real quick. The Lamborghinis are easy to find because they're one of the top logos when you go to the brand section. Should be right here. And the rares are the second one down. They are at 98 gems.
Wow.
So we got it for floor price.
You might. It's really hard because a lot of people probably don't even know that. I mean, it's just luck that I happen to know that. I mean, definitely double. I'd put it up for double. I mean, here's the thing. If you got it for 99, I'd sit on it, throw it at a number that you'd be happy to get rid of it at, If you're good at 200 and you're happy to get rid of it there, do 200. If you feel like you like it enough, put it at 300, 400. And if it sells, great. If it doesn't, you've got it in your collection. I think it's worth it.
Yeah, and if not, you can always put it for 150. You're still making a profit there. We got Quilly in the chat. We got Crazy Croatian. All the homies are here. What's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out with us. Know that Captain Obvious asked who the guest is today, so let me refresh the chat and let everybody know that my guest today is BE. You know him as BE in the chat. He's always in our chat on drop days. You know him as What's a Blockchain on the VeVe market. He's always sniping on the market, and you always see him pulling up good serial numbers. And you also know him as the creator and owner of the VeVe Drop YouTube channel, which is the new VeVe YouTube channel, which we've been watching on drop days many times. He puts out videos about the drops before they happen, also the serial numbers to look for like I do on drop day. Brian, why don't you tell the chat a little bit about your YouTube channel, and I'll link it in the chat so they can subscribe.
Yeah, so it's VeVe Drop. I spend way too much time on it. Shelby Cobra hates the fact that I do that, but I have fun doing the videos. I may never get monetized, but I honestly, it's just a fun community. I wish there were, more people like it was, a little bit over a year ago. But I think it's going to come back. I know everyone thinks it's a slow rug. honestly, I don't think so, but I could be wrong. But yeah, so I, go over every drop. I review the drop. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's just, facts or whatever. And then I have a few videos on how to snipe the market, kind of what I do, give out little secrets. And that's about it, and I do some shorts and stuff like that. Sometimes you'll see me do a video, a regular, like, long video, and then a short of it. So I've got everything out there if you want something quick or if you want something a little bit longer.
Yeah, the channel's been growing fast because it's really well done. So make sure you guys are subscribed to it. It's linked in the description. I also linked it in the chat. We'll get in here and check our price predictions again before the drop begins. We got 17 minutes, and surprisingly, the poll's not looking as bad as I expected. We got 28% of the chat going for the drop today. 62% say no, 10% still undecided. I don't think I'm going for this one on the drop. I would like to get a secret rare with only 650 editions, but I would kind of like to get it below retail or around retail price. What are you going to snipe today? Just so, this isn't even for the chat or for the interview, just so I know what not to snipe. What are you sniping today? Ultra rares or secret rares?
Well, it's your lucky day. I'm just going to watch you guys. I'm not going to do, my setup here, I'm not going to do it because I'm streaming. It's not even worth my time. I can't, I'm amazed that you can get snipes while you're streaming. That's really how good you are. You're probably better than everyone. It's the fact that you're streaming and you may not have fiber. If you did, you would be winning all the time. I guarantee it.
I appreciate that, and that was my theory too, but there has been a couple drops where I didn't stream, and I was like, oh, well, this is the day where I get my snipes, and it was the same old thing. I was getting every once in a while, but not very often. You guys are tough. I try to snipe where you guys are not sniping. Speaking of snipers, we got KCB in the chat. What's up, Eric? What's up, Smart Buy?
Hey, BMW.
Yeah, he's another sniper too. Yeah. We had a good question for you here from Eric. He says, how much do you bench?
If you ask that question, that's not a good question for, lifting weights. It's kind of
is it? I don't know.
You squat or something like that, that really means something. I actually don't bench that much. I did a lot more when I was younger. I put up 300 pounds the other day, but it's nothing. I'm 46, almost 47, so I don't want to break stuff. So.
Yeah, true. Good point. Yeah, you got to be gentle when you're getting up there. Trust me, I know. All right, we're going to check out those price. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I said stuff starts to break at this age.
Yeah, trust me, I know. All right, let's check our price predictions for today. We got Bender here with 55 on the Ultra Rare. Retail's 50 today. He's got 85 on the Secret Rare, so he thinks both above retail. Ryan's got 31 on the Ultra Rare, 134 on the Secret Rare. Selwood's at 30 and 72. Flora Gang's got 65 and 159. Sim's got 45 and 65. Shaz has 29 and 88. I got 42 and 58 as my price predictions for today's drop. My guest here, Brian's got 30 and 55. Quilly says Fat L Stinky drop. That's one way to put it. Dane K's got 27 and 88. Blaze has got 39 and 64. And FireNet down here, who is always very accurate, has 29 on the Ultra Rare today and 59 on the Secret Rare. Like I was saying earlier, the only reason I'm higher on my Ultra Rare prediction here is because I don't think that many are going to sell on the drop. But surprisingly, the poll is telling me otherwise. We got 30% of the chat going for the drop today. That's what I like to see. What's up, BB Dell? What's up, Puna Jungle Collectibles? Says bench press comports with how hard you punch. Oh, so he's saying you punch like a girl, I think. I don't know. Maybe I translated that wrong.
It was speed. Actually, if you do too much, actually, that could slow you down. So.
Oh, there you go. Captain Obvious says, I only want to mint one on my birthday. If it was my birthday, I'd probably try to mint one. Maybe if you're like really old and you're born before 1973, is that that's the highest serial number? Maybe you can get your birthday year, but you'd have to be pretty old to get that today. Marquez says, I'm 36 and I threw my back out once for handing my daughter strawberries. Wow, yeah, you need to get to the gym, bro. But no, I'm just like you too. There was a time when I worked out back in the day, but I could never gain weight because I have this super high resting rate of metabolism, so I can't add any fat to turn into muscle. Shelby Curtis says the kid woke up and says, hi, what's up, little B?
Kid,
Brian Jr. Muhammad says, am I missing something? Why is it the drop an hour early today? Do you want to explain it to him or me, Brian?
What was that? I missed that.
Why is the drop an hour early today?
Yeah, daylight savings time. Ruins my day.
Yeah, see, it doesn't affect me anymore because everything is an automatic switchover. So I don't even realize it. It's like I just got up early today is the only difference. What's up, Journey from the Palace? We got BE from the VeVe Drop channel as our guest today. Neither one of us are going for the drop, but we're both going to be on that market. Well, I guess we're not both going to be on the market sniping. Luckily, BE's not going to be sniping today. So the market is free for us to take over, y'all. Marquez says, I used to do like 350 back in the day. Let's go. I never got that high up there with these skinny little arms. Big A says, I knew I should have skipped Rambo. It's 39 gems. Man, I know. I mean, I didn't want to skip it and have it do the same thing as RoboCop because RoboCop did go over retail. And I don't know, Brian, what did you think? I forgot what your price prediction was on Rambo. Are you surprised at the price and that it's not sold out yet?
Yeah, not really. I mean, I put 53, I believe, and I got laughed at. It's even worse than I thought. I mean, I made a few gems on the drop. I can read this market pretty good when it starts to. You can kind of feel when it's about to go down and when you need to just dump it. So I lost on the one I got on the drop. I got 503, and then I sniped 900, and I made some gems on that. So
nice, good snipe. Yeah, I was kind of surprised that it's as low as it is now. I'm not even trying to sell mine to expect that it's going to go lower. It might go lower, but it looks too cool to just sell for a 20 gem lost, in my opinion.
I agree.
Muhammad said he's in the UK. That's why he's confused. They don't have daylight savings time in the UK. I know they were talking about in Congress the other day about actually getting rid of daylight savings time because it's kind of an arcade thing that they created for farmers back in the day a long time ago, so it makes sense to me to get rid of it. Puna Jungle Collectibles, aka Tucson, says, I thank God every day I wake up that I am not in Indiana. You ain't wrong, bro. I'm in Indiana, and it ain't great. If you like cows and corn, it's paradise. Renee says, Rambo is a great FA NFT. A lot of people think so. I'm surprised, like I said, I'm surprised it's not doing better. But you never know. Some whale could come by and just start scooping them up one day. Tucson says, 350 is the beginning. A good bench press. Someone who can press 350 is the lower levels of very strong. Let me run my Tucson Collectibles GIF. There's the Tucson Collectibles GIF. Little crying vault GIF in the back. All right, so I was thinking about maybe trying to show my video about Howard the Duck so you guys, since nobody really watched it, it doesn't have very many views, so you guys can watch and figure out the history of Howard the Duck because it's actually really interesting. I never tried playing a video, though. I was talking to Brian about this before we started while having a guest on the stream. If there's echo or anything, let me know and I'll turn it off. But we should be fine as long as I mute myself. So we're going to check out a quick history about Howard the Duck. This is only 4 minutes long. We got 10 minutes before the drop begins, and you're going to learn about where Howard the Duck began. We got a quick little intro here to featuring my homie the VeVe OG because he put a video out the other day saying, who is Howard the Duck? And I was like, well, let me learn you. So here we go. Real quick, we're going to watch this quick video, Brian, about Howard the Duck so everybody knows about the history.
VeVe Digital Collectibles hit me with the most confusing drop I think I've ever seen in my dang life, ever. And I think it might be one of the confusing ones that I'll see forever. Howard the Duck. Alright. Homie is a blood, I guess. This is Bloods versus Crips. Because this first one, he's in all red. Explain to me who Howard the Duck is. Who is this? What are you, bro? Why you got a comb over and you're a duck? You got 3 little tiny strains on the top. What is this? I'm so confused, guys. Explain. Please explain who this man is, where he came from, and why he's on my screen right now, because I don't know who the heck Howard the Duck is.
I am so glad you asked this.
What's up, my fellow NFT collectors and VeVe OGs? Howard the Duck, a Marvel character, is dropping as a digital collectible on the VeVe app, and a lot of the people in the community don't seem to know much about the character. And Howard the Duck was one of my favorite movies growing up, so I actually know a little bit about the character. So I'm doing a quick video to give you guys a rundown on the very interesting history of Howard the Duck. It all started back in December of 1973 with a comic series by Stan Lee known as Fear that featured a lot of horror characters and horror themes, and they had one in particular sub-series called Adventures into Fear with the Man-Thing. And back in December 1973, Fear issue number 19 was released, and that issue featured Man-Thing Swamp. And Man-Thing Swamp was a very interesting place that produced a lot of crazy characters, including Peanut Butter Man, who was a man that was created out of a peanut butter jar. Near the end of the issue, one of the creatures manifested by Man-Thing Swamp was a walking, talking duck who had a cigar in his mouth and wearing a jacket and a tie. The duck only appeared in a couple panels of that comic, but they expected to bring him back as a reoccurring character, but unfortunately the Fear series moved on to a new series called The Living Vampire, featuring the Marvel character Morbius. But they didn't do away with the Man-Thing, they decided to give Man-Thing its own comic series. And in the very next month, January of 1974, in issue number 1 of Man-Thing, the well-dressed talking duck made another appearance. During this second appearance though, the duck trips and falls into oblivion and is seemingly killed off by the writers. As the Fear and Man-Thing comic series continued to progress throughout the year, something strange started to happen. Marvel fans started to write Marvel and say, "Where's the duck?" Something about the smoking, sarcastic duck connected with fans, and they wanted to see more of them, so they started sending in more and more letters asking for more of this duck. There's a lot of duck fans out there, folks. Until finally, in April of 1975, over a year later, they had to finally give in, and Marvel brought the duck back in giant size, Man-Thing issue number 4. In this issue, the writers pick up from Man-Thing number 1 when the duck fell off into oblivion and brought him flying right back into the Marvel universe. They finally gave the duck a name, Howard of course, and they started featuring him more often, and the fans were excited about it. In 1996, Marvel gave Howard the Duck his own comic. Howard the Duck number 1 sold out right away and was super hard for fans to get from comic shops. The Howard the Duck comic printed 31 issues and lasted for 3 years, and that brings us to the George Lucas Howard the Duck movie that came out in the 1980s and starred Leah Thompson and Tim Robbins. I won't get deep into all the stuff that went into making the 1980s Howard the Duck movie, but it's interesting to note that when they filmed the movie, they used animatronics on over half of the scenes, and then during the editing process, they made the determination that the animatronics did not look good enough, so they had to go back and reshoot the scenes with their 2 actors that they had, a stuntman and a 12-year-old kid. But the problem they kept having with the 12-year-old actor is that when they finally got him into the Howard the Duck costume, he would always have to go to the bathroom. So because they were wasting too many hours getting the child actor in and out of the Howard the Duck costume, actor and stuntman Ed Gale ended up playing the entire part. They had to reshoot most of the scenes of the movie with actor and stuntman Ed Gale playing Howard the Duck. Alright guys, we don't have the Medium article yet for Sunday's Howard the Duck drop, so I'm not sure what the retail price is or what the edition sizes look like, but I am personally excited about this drop and this character coming to the VeVe app, and I plan on having one in my collection. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Later. Let's go. Shout out to the OG Vault YouTube channel. Wait, that's me. Yeah, so now I know how you feel, Brian, when you're sitting here watching the channel and it's showing your own videos. It's kind of weird, ain't it? Inception.
My son for the suit, because he would have been like that. And we go Pete got it on.
Nice. All right, let me get all this pulled up. We got 5 minutes, so if you guys are going for it, it's almost drop time. There's a quick little history of Marvel's history of Howard the Duck. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, okay. And the fact that he was killed off in his second appearance, and it's going to be really cool when we finally get the Adventures into Fear number 19 comic. I think that drop is actually going to be more exciting than this one, although overall, in the future, 10 years from now, I think the collectible would be more valuable than the first appearance comic. What do you think, Brian?
Probably, I would think so. But, we don't know. This is the future we can't tell, but that's what I would say, knowing what we know now. Yeah.
And is there any type of collectibles on the app that you hold on to long term that you think has a really bright future?
I think R2-D2. I think both of them. I know the Golden Moments is going down. That maybe a sign to get in. Maybe it's going to go down a little bit lower. But I think both are good. I like the animated one. It's fairly cheap in this market. If you can pick one up under 200, that's a decent mint. I would grab it.
Yeah, I kind of like those R2-D2s and C-3POs that aren't the first appearances because of the scarcity. And as I've always said for years now, even though back in the day the people didn't agree with me, but now they all realize scarcity is king when it comes to collecting. For some reason, the comic book collectors don't get that, but the baseball card collectors understand that. They always have. What's up, Satish? Dima says no one is going for this. Well, it says 20% of the chat. Let's see. That number's gone up. 23% of the chat. I think my video added 3%. Let's go. Puna Jungle, aka Tucson, says, trapped in a world he never made. Is that Howard the Duck? Yeah, I guess so. That makes sense. He's from a different planet. He's not from a different universe, because I wanted to see if, we got 616 for Earth 616, but he's from Earth 616. He's just from a different planet. Crypto Gaming says, my Rambo edition 1981 is bidding for 100 with 4 bids. 1981, is that an important number for Rambo?
That was 82.
So, well, it's probably written in 81 or something.
Yeah.
Bruin88 says, hey, does Tucson Crap have another stupid hyped video? Really, what was that crap? He talks so much about wanting to play a video and puts out that crap. Gave me a huge headache, that crap. Go figure, I'll talk. It wasn't even, it was a challenge, and nobody seemed to complete the challenge, if I'm not mistaken. Tucson, what was that, what cartoon was your video from? I told you guys the sound was off, but then Vault pressured me to produce it. I didn't pressure you. I said I'll do it on like Tuesday, and you were like, no, wait till tomorrow, the sound's off. And I said, okay. And then you sent me the video. I was like, is this a video? You said yes. I don't understand where the pressure was. Rambo 123, that's a great name, Dima. How do you do with the consecutive serial numbers and binaries? Do you snipe those, and are you able to flip those pretty well?
1, 2, 3 for sure. You get over 1, 2, 3, it gets a little harder, especially like 7, 8, 9. I mean, there's people who collect those. If it's a big drop, you're going to make money for sure. If it's like Rambo, you'll see it's kind of hard to get rid of them. But 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, those always do well. They do well for sure.
It depends on the strength or the popularity of the drop itself too. Big A says if it was released in 1982, it was probably filmed in 1981. That makes sense. Yeah, that's... And I'm sure people pay extra for that serial number. The Rambo arrow is awesome. The whole Rambo animation and collectible looks really cool. Absolutely. And I said yesterday, I don't know what's up with his arms. Some people were saying his arms were off. And now you guys get the joke from yesterday when I said Rambo's got one arm that looks like mine and one arm that looks like BE's. Now you understand what I was talking about. It makes sense now, doesn't it? Renee says you get Rocky with Rambo NFTs, by the way. You get Rocky with you kind of get a Rocky platform with your Rambo NFT, so you're technically getting Rocky and Rambo at the same time. I hear what you're saying. We got 1 minute and 14 seconds before this drop begins. Then we're gonna hop into the market. Don't plan on going for this one on the drop. 50 gems is a bit expensive on these, but I would like to snipe some good serial numbers. I think Secret Rare is probably gonna start high, like 180 or 70, and that's gonna be a little too high for me to snipe on those, so I'll probably hit up the ultra rares and try to grab a 616 or a 1939. What's up, Suna? What's up, Bruin88 says excuses. Oh, brother, we got some arguing going on with Tucson. Let me play my Tucson collectible gift one time. Renee says, nah, a rock from platform, aka rock. Yeah, I got it. I thought I explained it pretty well. But he says the rock can be removed from Rainbow platform. Wait, what? The rock can be removed? Is that true? I did see. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, show us. I'd love to see that.
Well, I did see some kind of picture on Twitter where they had a picture of something and a big rock in the background. I was trying to figure out where that rock came from. Maybe that's where it came from. So maybe he's right. He says, yes. Jason Amata says, it would be nice if VeVe woke up and realized editions and prices are too high on this one. Well, I'm sure Marvel had to do with the prices, and they probably decided the edition size. But that's just a theory of mine. It's drop time. Good luck if you're going for this.
Okay, guys.
Here we go. See some secret rares in the chat today. Boom. Buy now is there. We're going to check the market here in a second. Maybe this sells out right away and we all underestimated it. I hope so, because I like Howard the Duck.
I say, don't forget, guys, to stay. We're going to do some snipes and give away some Amazon gift cards when Chris is done sniping.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, Brian's going to put up some comics for you guys to snipe, and he's going to be giving away an Amazon gift card to the best sniper. The way we're going to do it is he's got about 3 comics to put up to snipe, and they'll put the first one up, and if somebody in the chat is the one who snipes it, then they'll win that gift card. But it's possible that somebody else who's not in the chat gets it, and if so, then we'll move to the second comic, and if somebody in the chat snipes that one, they'll get that Amazon gift card. Is that how we're doing it?
Yep, sounds good to me. And then you'll distribute it. It's just a $5 gift card, but hey, it's free money.
Free money, baby. Ultra rare, we got one on the market for 60 gems. And then also something else we were going to do today is that if we can get a couple super chats, just 2 super chats of any amount, maybe 3 super chats. I don't want to make you do this, but Brian's got something for you that he'll pull out one of these jelly beans, and it's one of these weird jelly beans where, how do they work? I've heard of them before. My kid had them before.
Horrible. flavors like soap and like dead bodies and
Do you say
I don't know,
dead bodies?
action video, and I got like dishwater. It was horrible. So you get to see, and in fact, I will do it until I get a crappy one.
Oh,
So
so even if he gets a good one, he'll do it again until he gets a crappy one. Ew.
yeah, for sure. If you want to donate, we can do it more. So
There you go. Hey, if you want to see him make a funny face and eat something crazy, then send in a couple super chats. Dan Casey, what is the most undervalued comic in your opinion? That's a good question. What do you think, Brian? What's the most undervalued? There we go. Froey Comey's getting it started. Thank you, my man. What's the most undervalued comic in your opinion?
ooh, wow. That is. I'm gonna have to think about that. What's undervalued? Well, what do you think? Why don't you get my juices flowing? Then while you're answering, I'm gonna think about it.
All right, yeah, sure. I'll definitely tell you my opinion, although it's probably going to be pumping my own bags here, but you do what you got to do. I like the 5,000 edition comics, the recent drops. I mean, I really liked a lot of this old stuff. I liked the Gambit first appearance. I liked the Deadpool first appearance, but now they're not scarce anymore compared to all these other comics. You got to kind of go with the scarcity, and the scarcity is the newer stuff. And what's the most recent one that was 5,000 editions? The first appearance of Pepper Potts. I kind of like that one. The ultra rare, there were 72 of these on the market last night. Now there's 61. Price is still low on them, but the amount available is going down. So that's one that I've been keeping my eye on.
Yeah, I was to say, what's the Eck? That one, the comedy one. I mean, if that's getting burned a lot, I think that is going to be one probably to have. I did, just to throw it out there, I actually have the last mint of that, so I guess I'm pumping my bags, but I really don't care. I'm going to keep that.
Yeah, not brand egg. Really, it's going to depend on what the whales end up burning. We got 2 super chats in here. Mohammed, thank you, my man, Mohammed, for the super chat. Greedy One says, isn't that from Harry Potter? What are we talking about? The vomit flavor? Ugh. Oh, yeah, I think they did have those kind of jelly beans from.
Man, I'm kind of freaking worried about it. It's, dishwater.
Ew.
Dirty dishwater, toothpaste. I'd be okay with that. Dead fish. I'd be worried about that. Booger.
Ew. What does a booger taste like?
That out. Rotten egg. That one freaks me out. Liver and onions. I'll probably throw up. Stink bug. Old bandage. Stinky socks. Just stuff like that. It's horrible.
Stinky socks? That sounds delicious. $22.99 is the floor on ultra rares right now. All right, we got 2 super chats. You ready to go ahead and eat a jelly bean? Let's see it.
Do you want me to just pick one, or there's actually a little wheel in here that I can spin, but there aren't all of them. So should I just randomly pick one, or do you guys want me to spin the wheel? Because like I said, they're not. Some of them are missing.
I say randomly pick one.
Just pick one.
Yeah.
So.
Oh no, Shelby Cobra says the kid says you got to chew it all and swallow too. None of that bullcrap where you just throw it in like a pill or something.
I don't know what this potentially. Oh, cappuccino or liver and onion. That's this one. I'm not really happy about this.
Liver and onions. That's not bad.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw.
Oh no. We're gonna see some vomit live. Is it cappuccino?
No, cappuccino.
Ooh.
Now I said I'm gonna keep going until I get a bad one.
That's definitely a good one. I love cappuccino.
No. It's calories I don't need. All right, here we go.
Calories you don't need. It's like a millimeter big. Who cares?
All right, I think this is a dead fish or strawberry.
Ooh, yeah, do that one.
Man,
You
you guys suck.
strawberry.
Here we go.
It looks like strawberry.
Strawberry.
Yeah. I was gonna say your face would have changed by then. Muhammad says I used to love being boozled. Rotten egg and dog food are the worst. Ooh, dog food. I don't want dog food. Martin G says spin the wheel. There you go. Someone just forward 420. Oh, I missed it.
Oh wow, that sucks. That's a good one to get.
Definitely.
All right, Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks. Man, last did this, everyone sucked. Right, here we go.
All right. You're getting lucky. Stinky socks would be. Yeah, that would be bad. Was that stinky socks?
Socks. That was horrible.
Why'd you spit it out? That's not how this works.
I'm not gonna.
I think you gotta do it again. That don't count if you spit it out. That's even your kid says that. You gotta chew it all and swallow. What's this spit it out stuff? That's not how being boozled
All right.
works.
I will do it again. You guys suck, man. All right, let's. I'm trying to pick a different one.
I don't know. Maybe the chat disagrees. Maybe I'm wrong. What do you think? Should he have to chew it up and swallow it, or is he allowed to just spit it out? Super Necessary Sounds got Secret Rare number 236 today. Congratulations. Good hit. Oh, so they have good and bad flavors? Yeah, Big A. And you don't know what is. Of course, yeah, Eric's like, of course, swallow. Everybody knows that.
All right, this is, and I don't like buttered popcorn, so either way I lose. All right, so I'm going to eat this one no matter what. Rotten egg.
Ugh.
Or, yeah, buttered popcorn. And like I said, I hate the buttered popcorn one, so it's going to be bad anyways.
Buttered popcorn is delicious. Give me the rotten egg.
No, it has to be buttered popcorn because I don't want to throw up. So my last one out, I'm going to spit it out.
You're 3 for 4 getting the good ones, man. You're lucky.
Yeah, I'm going to, okay, here we go. I'm going to push it. Let's do buttered popcorn and rotten egg.
So you know it's a rotten egg then, since you just got buttered popcorn. So it's definitely a rotten egg. All right, here we go. Rotten egg time. Ew.
It's not.
More buttered popcorn.
Should I do it again? Same one? Till I get a
Yes.
rotten egg?
Keep testing your luck. This is like Russian roulette.
Tucson isn't liking this. I mean, that means everything to me.
If he spits it out, he needs to eat 2 at once. I heard that.
All right, I'll do it. All right, I'm going to do 2 buttered popcorn here.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
And what's
Oh,
the bad one? What's the bad one it could be?
Rotten egg or buttered popcorn.
Oh, yeah. Get two rotten eggs. That'd be nice. I would never do these. My kid used to get them, but I'm a chicken. I'm just throw them all in there at once.
No. They're fine.
Just all buttered popcorn. Okay. All right. Well, maybe you should go buy a lottery ticket. You're like the luckiest. Maybe your kid ate all the bad ones.
No way. What
He's
do
unlucky.
I next? What's Chris? You tell me. Do I keep going?
Yeah. Yeah. You haven't had
Butter
a bad
pop-
one that you had to chew up and swallow yet. You got like 6 good ones and 1 bad one. Somebody's asking 1973. That is the number. If you got that one, that's the number to look for today.
Yeah, get it up there and sell it fast, but start high and go low.
Man, that's
All
a
right.
lucky box. Yeah, I know. He's getting really lucky here.
All right, buttered popcorn again. Should I keep going until I get rotten egg? Is that
Yeah,
what we're
how
gonna?
many buttered popcorns can there be? Eventually, you got to get a rotten egg.
4, 5, like 6 left. Ugh.
Good luck. Buttered popcorn.
Nope.
Congratulations, run time. How much would you sell in 1973 of a Howard the Duck? It's not like a super popular drop, so what does a 1973 first appearance serial number for that go for, you think?
The reality is maybe 500. I mean, I'd start at 1,000, but be quick to lower it. I mean, Cam's is out there. He'll pick it up for something. I mean, there's somebody who will pick it up if it's low enough.
Yeah, I saw it pop up on the market for 500. It looks like that's where he's starting at.
Yeah, I think that's a good number. I mean, if I was a collector and I wanted this, I think that's about the right price. Maybe 400, 450. But it may not sell. It may not sell for that.
Secret Rare's at 95 right now.
I get.
Oh, I'm sorry?
I was wrong on that. I mean, I think I had it much lower, 55.
Yeah, and it's kind of going up right now. It went up to 98. We'll see how many are left in the store. Let's see. Not sold out. Secret Rares. There were 650. There's 419 left in the store. So you could say about less than 30% sold.
All right.
And we're at 20 gem, ultra rare. That's kind of much lower than I expected, obviously. Maybe possibly picking those up at 20 could pay off, but it's a gamble. Puna, now Tucson is into it. He's like 2 of 3 left, so you still got to keep eating.
All right. I just don't want to. I'm doing buttered popcorn. I don't know why I got so unlucky before. All right. No.
Buttered popcorn. Froey Comey has a new flavor for one of them. What if one of the flavors was sweat from Alex G's beard?
Yeah.
Worst flavor ever.
Yeah, it would be horrible. All right, I'm gonna go again. Guys, well, we had one bad one, so here we go. Butter pop.
So many calories, bro. I can now see why you're spitting them out.
110 for like 27.
All right, here we go. Let's get a 9.
Oh,
there it is.
that's bad.
Don't spit it out.
I can't spit it out.
Don't spit it out.
I swallow it whole, or do I have to chew it all?
Chew it. You gotta chew it in. Make it touch every tooth. Rub your tongue around it. Enjoy the flavor.
Get over the tongue. Get that.
It sounds gross. I'm glad I don't do this.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's. Oh, I'm never eating eggs again.
There you go. And you said you're gonna put some up to snipe. I don't know. Should I be allowed to snipe those too?
I think so. I mean,
I'd feel bad if I got it from y'all.
One win for the day. So if you win, don't keep going for it.
Yeah, there you go. People. Only one win for today. We're going to do some sniping. He's going to post some comics up there for like 1 gem each for us to snipe. Whoever's the quickest one to get to it will get the win. Which one do you want to do first?
All right, let me pull this up. I'm going to be looking down here, just pulling up what I got. Oh, that sucked.
We got a new Discord server now where we do a lot of comic sniping. It's brand new. I can't remember exactly who started it. There's a few people in there, and we'll do it like once a week. People will take turns putting stuff up to snipe.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, so I've got a Loki. This is Loki #1. It's 19,943, so it's one of the last, it's near the, oh no, I guess there were 21,000, so it's not quite last. All right, so, you know which one that is?
I'm looking for it. Loki #1. Usually a lot of times when I'm scrolling through my comics, it'll crash on me, but I'll try to find it. I might have to do a search if it crashes. Is that the one where it's vote for Loki for president?
Yep, that's it.
There you go.
So, right around 1014 for $1.
1014. Y'all better hurry up.
Do you want to do 1015? Let's do 1015. That's fine.
Yeah, let's do 1015 because my app just crashed. I'm gonna try to. What rarity says Eric? Is it a common?
Yes, it's the common.
Tucson says eat real dog crap. He'll pay you $50.
No, I don't need money. So
you guys eating jelly beans and I'm over here cooking bacon and eggs. Why you gotta make us hungry like that? All right, let me get in here and check Loki. If I search for Loki, if it'll pop up. Do comics pop up in the search? They do.
Nice. I lost you on the picture on Skype. It doesn't matter.
You talking?
I don't need.
You mean Zoom?
Yeah. I lost your picture, but if you can still hear me, we're good.
Yeah, my picture never shows up on Zoom. You have to watch it through YouTube.
Oh, it was earlier. Okay.
Oh, weird. All right, so there's the comic. Now we've got to get to it in the store. I don't think I can get to it from the store from here. This would have worked nice, but doesn't take me to the store. So now I got to find it in the store before he posts it here in 30 seconds.
Yep.
Probably not going to happen, but that's all right. You guys go for it. Get ready. Loki. Oh, there it is. Loki #1, the common. And if somebody in the chat gets the snipe, they'll get a gift card for Amazon, right?
Yep, $5 Amazon gift card.
There you go.
Come on, guys. Come on, Tucson. Come on, KCP.
Oh no, Led Jess forgot about the drop. That's right. This wasn't a huge drop, although it's a cool character. I like him. All right, he's getting ready to post that for us to snipe. Whoever gets it is the winner. Let us know in the chat if you get it. I'm going for it too, so you gotta beat me. But I don't have my Ethernet adapter connected.
It is up, guys.
I don't see it. It hasn't popped up for me.
Oh, and it's sold.
It's
Wait,
sold. Okay.
Wait, maybe it didn't.
Is that vote Loki #1 common?
Yeah, it's sold. It's sold.
Okay. Yeah, sometimes they go quick. Sometimes they won't even pop up when you're refreshing. I didn't see it at all, which happens many times when we're doing sniping competitions. Who got it?
Yeah. Kevin23G. I don't know who that is.
Kevin, I don't know that name. We'll have to see if they say something in the chat. If not, then we'll do another snipe, and whoever in the chat gets the snipe will win the Amazon gift card. Bro, go drink Drano live? No, we're going to pass on that one.
Was Rumtime the one who had the 1973? He sold it for $350. Was he the one who had?
I saw him just post it back up for 400. So yeah, he probably did sell it for 350. Yep, there he is. Congratulations, not bad.
Profit is a profit. Don't sit on it. If you don't care, get rid of it.
Yeah, you had a good profit today. I see Kevin Garcia in the chat. I think Kevin Garcia might be the one. Sounds like
Oh,
Kevin G23 who might have got that snipe right there.
good job, man. All right, so and we'll talk afterwards, Chris. I'll get the codes, and then you can, I guess, DM on Discord.
Yeah, Kevin Garcia, just send me a screenshot of your VeVe account so I know that that's your screen name. Send me a DM at VeVe Vault on Twitter, and then we'll get your info and we'll send you over the Amazon gift card. Not sure, so don't even try sniping. They should implement a queue someday, but they are slow. They said that. Somebody said in the last chat, that the queue is coming by end of month or something. I'm not sure where they got that info from.
That would be nice.
Yeah, I'm like you guys, Troyan's local scalper. I did not see it either. Legest saw it on the market, but was not quick enough to get it. But Kevin Garcia was quick enough. I'm going to be back in here for the next one. What do you want to put up next? I'm trying to get one of these snipes.
Let's see. Is this the one I got last night?
Runtime, are you sniping those? Or are you getting them off of the store? He said he just hit the 84 secret rare. Bought 5 total, though. Oh, okay. Yeah, that gamble did pay off then.
All right. I mean, these aren't great. All right, so here we go. I've got the New Mutants. What is this? Oh, there we go. New Mutants number 16. Sorry, guys.
New Mutants 16. Whose first appearance is that?
This was first appearance of James Proudstar, later Warpath.
Oh, okay. All right, New Mutants is next. That's going to be a common you're putting up?
Yeah, it's a common for $1. New Mutants number 16.
All right, let's get to it. I'm trying to get there without crashing. I'm in the M's. We're almost there.
What should we do? 1020 or 1019?
I say 1019. What do you guys think? Yeah, let's do 1019. Get the comments ready. Hopefully it loads up for me. Don't crash. Nice. We're good to go. New Mutant number 16 commons going up in 40 seconds. Let's see who's got the quickest fingers, and we crashed. Let's see who in the chat's got the quickest fingers, though.
Still got time.
Jacob Cook said, I think Mitch said MCP points, then Q. MCP beta just went back out for testing. Yeah, I did see that, Jacob Cook. They did just put MCP beta back up for testing. I didn't check to see if I had access to it or not. Have you checked on yours, Brian, to see if you were able to calculate your MCP points already?
No, I have not. Is that's only on online?
Yeah, only for the web app for sure.
God, I haven't been on there forever.
Yeah, I get on every once in a while. If I need a screenshot for a video, that's about it.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
I'm looking for this New Mutants, trying to get there. Oh, I missed it.
All
All
right.
right. Good luck, guys. 1968, a good mint number. I don't think that's on my list. 1968, not for Howard the Duck. Might get a little extra just for being a low serial number. $50 for a non-animated common character is expensive.
Too cozy, Ant.
That does sound familiar. That name actually does sound familiar.
Oh.
Let's see who in the chat got that snipe. Secret rares, Howard the Duck, still at $98, still sitting around $100, and then the ultra rares were 20 last time we saw them, and they're down to 18 and 19. I wonder if these get a pump at $19.
I'd grab them at 15. I'd say that's a pretty good bet if it even goes that low.
Picking them up at 15, yeah. I'm surprised it's this low, of course. I mean, my price prediction was much higher because I didn't think that many would sell. For it to be this low, it kind of feels like a lot of them sold. But everybody who bought them was just gambling to get a secret rare, and everybody who lost, almost everybody who lost, just sold it, floored it. Not sure, it says multi-assets are always bad. Multi-assets, I don't know what a multi-asset is, but speaking of assets, are there any other NFT projects, Brian, that you are involved in?
I mean, I did the Hero for a while. I do the DC comics once in a while, but I got that Wonder Woman, and I ended up with the Legendary, and that was like the worst Legendary. I bought like 4 other ones. I like it. I'm waiting for, Action Comics. I'm waiting for that Superman. That is going to be hard to get, but yeah, I'll be on for that. That's pretty much it. I'm not really messing with the crypto ones. I am a VIP. I'll go ahead and promote your VIP program, which I think is great, guys. I mean, I get a NFT every day. Some of them have done really well, but it's just nice to help Chris out, help the community out, and keep this thing rolling.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys being VIPs. You and Shelby Cole both have been VIPs for a long time. We have 8 VIPs now, and I send out a new NFT every day to the VIPs, and some of them end up being start trending on OpenSea and prices go up. I know one of my sniped on stream the other day is up to like $166. Not sure. It says 2FA. How are the ducks? I mean, why not one? Good question. Greedy One says got it pretty quick with the web app, but got a captcha.
Ooh.
Interesting. So yeah, what do you think about the differences on the drops they have? Do you prefer it whenever there's only one collectible, or do you like it when they have 2 collectibles, one that's really scarce and one that's animated?
As a sniper, I hate one collectible.
Yeah, true.
As a collector, then that's good, right? Because you're going to have less. It makes it more important. If I'm sniping, if it's a bad drop, I'd rather have more, I think, just because then I can snipe the lower. I have more chance. I mean, I have the same problems as you guys. I'm not that great. I have a lot of issues with sniping. I get mad a lot. So
You get mad a lot when somebody beats you to it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I get a little frustrated too, especially when it's like a 616 and I'm like the only person sniping that rarity, and then one of my homies from the chat ends up taking it from me and beating me to it, and I swore I had it. You know who I'm talking about. Daniel D says, "What's up, Vault? What's up, Daniel D? Captain Obvious got here fast and it never showed up. What never showed up?" Martin G says, "Missed a peeking through coral at 5 gems. People are crazy because they can't even implement a silly queue on the market." What do you think about implementing queues on VeVe? We've seen the DC queue system, how that works, and we know there's some people out there like Not Sure and Smart Buy who can never get the big drops. These days, I can never get the big drops myself. Do you like the idea of them switching to a queue-style drop system or keeping it the way it is?
I mean, personally, I hate the idea, but since I love VeVe, and we're being in the United States, I think we get a good advantage. And I really want this to be a worldwide thing. So if we're going to have people from other countries, and we don't want these bots to always win, although I don't know how that's going to get rid of the bots, I think it's fair for people in England or India or wherever to have the same chance as anyone else.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I can see why a lot of people do want the queue system. However, I personally don't think it'll be as fun, but maybe they can come find a good way to implement it. They said whenever they did it, it's been a long time since they said this, but they said it was going to be like a queue system that only lasts like 10 minutes, so it's super fast.
Right.
Let's see. Sniper says, "Are you holding any Lambos?" That's a good question. Are you holding any Lambos, Brian?
No, I sold all mine. I sold it the day. I made almost $900 that day, so I did really well. I'm waiting. I'm going to pick up some Lambos. I still think things could fall. All it takes is one good drop this month, and they're going to go down further. Of course, you've got people who pump stuff. So if you want one, just keep an eye out. Look for a good mint. If you can find a good mint, at these prices, I'd be happy. But I still think they might come down a little bit more. But they're going to pump at some point. I just don't know when.
I think so too. I don't own any myself. I sold them off because they just kept on going down. But if you can find that bottom and grab them at the bottom, you're going to make a lot of money. I just don't know where the bottom is. Buddy says now there would be bots from other countries. Kind of got a point there, honestly. It depends on how they set up that queue system. I think they need to make it, of course, MCP points are going to be involved, but they need to make it where you're holding a few collectibles so that somebody can't have 100 accounts with no collectibles in it all getting into the queue. K Bacon says people will complain if they implement the queue. They will always find something to cry about. Yeah, that's 100% sure. People are going to complain either way, no matter what. I'll probably complain either way, whether it's a queue or not a queue. I could think of bad things either way. I got you, bro. No problem. I can go both ways on that one. All right, I'm keeping my eye out on the serial numbers, looking for good serial numbers to hit the market. Floor price is still around 20 gems on the ultra rare. Secret rare is still around 98 gems. And I think people might already be saving up gems for Tuesday's drop. I don't know. You think that's going to cause the gem squeeze at all, Brian?
I mean, a little bit. I mean, the problem is nobody's spending money. So people are picking these up now to try to flip. And then, tonight they'll go down. I mean, if you look at the Rambo drop, and the Nemo drop, I think somebody thinks something really big is coming out this month. I don't know what that is, but nobody's buying.
They did say, I know Alex said at one point to get your gems ready for this month. So that might have something to do with it. People are saving up gems expecting something big, but I don't know exactly what it is they're expecting. Not sure. Says bots have a better chance without a queue. They can connect as many as they want. They have a better chance without a queue. The power of a bot is the speed. Queue and the speed is not important. I don't know. Depends on how the queue works, because they might be able to get into like 100 queues like we do on DC. And if so, then that helps the bots, because now the bots have to go through KYC to go for the drops anyway. Excuse me, guys.
And then they're going to not do KYC now. You don't have to do it until you want to cash out.
That's right. The new system, you'll be able to go for drops without KYC in, but you'll have to KYC before you could sell your drop or cash out.
I think that's...
Yeah, I don't like that either, because now anybody can create any account, as many accounts as they want, if they have a way to mask their IP and then go for as many drops as they want. Froey Comey says the next drop is going to be Spicy Amazing Spider-Man #6. Yeah, that's definitely going to be one there's going to be some great sniping opportunities in the market. And it's probably one, I don't know if all rarities will go above retail. It's going to depend on edition size. If it's 10,000 editions, I don't know. It's going to be iffy. What do you think? If it's 10,000 editions, do all rarities of ASM 6 go above retail?
I don't know. I mean, look at the last one. I mean, I thought for sure that was going to do a little bit better with 10,000. So, I don't know. This is such a weird market. I don't know what's going on. Maybe people really are just saving gems. I mean, I think it's a good comic. There's no reason it shouldn't go over retail for all the rarities.
Yeah, I agree. There's a couple of questions I want to get to in the chat, but before we do, I want to see what your opinion was. I don't know if you've been following this at all. I know there's a lot of startup companies that have been going under because of their exposure to the Silvergate Bank stuff, and people were talking about, there was actually a really big tweet about if you're involved in a startup and they're not involved with the Silvergate stuff, then they would have let you know by now. And then somebody else responded that VeVe has not responded about whether they're involved with the Silvergate or whether they are invested or some of their money is tied up with that. Do you think it's a bad sign that they haven't said anything about it? Do you think they're exposed at all?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's going to matter. I mean, do you think it's going to matter that if they are? I mean,
just
I don't
create
know.
Some FUD, more FUD.
More FUD. I don't. All these things. I think all this stuff is safer than we really think. I mean, you got to be careful. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think that going down is going to be an issue.
Yeah, it makes sense. Probably not. Bao's got a good question for you. What do you think about Super Mario? It might come this month. Is that going to be a big drop? Is that a big FA?
It's going to be bigger than Howard the Duck.
Well, that's not saying a lot. I don't know. Mario FA seems big. But is it a grail?
I mean, that goes back far, for old people, young people. So yeah, I think that could actually bring people to the app. I mean, you guys got to get out there. I know a lot of you don't like VeVe, but we got to promote it. Go out there and tweet about it. And I was going to say, just one thing, Chris. You guys, if you want VeVe to be here, every once in a while, throw $6.99 down for a comic. I do it, and I lose almost every time. But it's supporting VeVe. It's at least burning something, right? So just remember that, guys. If you want this to stay, we got to support VeVe. As much as we might hate a lot of the stuff they do, we got to support them every once in a while.
Yeah, I used to go to all the Facebook groups. Like whenever they dropped Marvel, I would join a Marvel Facebook group. Whenever they dropped Aston Martins, join an Aston Martin group. And then 90% of the people weren't interested, but there'd be that 10% who would discover it. But then after the team was a little shady towards me, I quit doing all that stuff. Blacklight says, right. I've not been able to get a drop since January 2022. Did you go for today's drop? You can get it right now. I don't know what it's. Oh, you mean hard drops, tough drops to get? Then you probably want a queue system. Edgar says, this show stinks. Well, you ain't got to watch it. NFT Pirates is live right now with some Moonboy stuff. Runtime says, why some PPM, I think people, say VeVe is now collectibles and not NFTs. Do you think they should start calling them digital collectibles? Because NFTs do have a really bad reputation right now.
So yeah, I've always been a fan of switching over to digital collectibles. The problem though is that people who collect NFTs, that's how they know it. So we got to work away, on a way to kind of mix those a little bit. But yeah, moving towards digital collectibles, it's more palatable for people, I think.
It is. But they do. I feel like they do need to keep the information about blockchain on there because that's what makes it valuable. Tucson says, Spider-Man always does well. ASM 6 is a big book in real life. I agree. You got Bat Cows. Is it worth buying one now? Are you a Bat Cow owner? Do you think it's worth picking those up?
I see you guys talking about it on Discord. I'm always tempted. I'm just I'm a little afraid where things are. Do I really want to drop? I think you posted one was what 575 yesterday. There's one for 500 maybe, and then they go to what over 1,000 at that point.
Yeah, but the one that I posted yesterday that somebody bought for 550, that one should be a $5,000 bat cow. Like that was the snipe of the year. That was like a ridiculously good bat cow. I paid 555 for mine, which is a pretty normal one, not very scarce in any way, but it has a cool collars. People always like the black ones. But there's been some information that came out yesterday about the bat cows. We get a new utility announced every 52 days, and they sent out the email announcing the new utility yesterday. A lot of people are not very happy about it because I think the only utility we were given this time was what it says is the exclusive ability to purchase this Bat Cow #2 comic. But it just says you have the ability to purchase it. So 1, you got to pay for it. 2, it doesn't necessarily mean that you get it. And 3, it's not anything that people were expecting, like interoperability or some type of physical world utility. So the Bat Cow community, some of them anyway, not all of them, are a little bit upset about that.
I mean, at least they're trying. You know, they're making utility for it, which is huge, right? That's all you have right now. So I do like that aspect.
Yeah, and they add some gamification to their platform too, which I like. InvestMore says these barely sold, which was very expected. How come a vast majority of users know these will sell horribly, but VeVe seems to be clueless? I don't think they're clueless. They got to deal with Marvel, and Marvel, I mean, they're kind of the boss a little bit. If they say we're doing Howard the Ducks and we want 50 gems, all VeVe has to do is come up with the edition size. They could have went lower, but maybe Marvel says we got to make it this much amount of money off of this drop, so they had to have a certain amount to get to that level. Puna Jungle Collectible says Silicon Valley Bank is affecting everything. Yes. Oh, you're talking about Silvergate. Yes. It's actually. Sorry, go ahead.
I see insured. Everything I've read, people will be able to get their money out on Monday. There's not going to be any issues. So the scare of there being a crash, from what I read, Wall Street is comfortable at this point. So even if the FDIC only has like 2% of what they need to cover all banks, they have plenty to cover this.
It's funny you say that because I had Andre, the CEO and founder of the VeVe app, on for an AMA yesterday, and he said the same thing about what's going on with Silvergate, that it was a little overblown. Martin G says Toy Tokyo logo under the M letter. There's Mario. Yeah, that's just, people made a big deal about that before. That's just the Toy Tokyo logo. It's always been there. Dennis O'Connor says, Fed meeting today, apparently not going to bail out the SVB. Monday is going to be hectic. I don't know. I don't get that deep into it.
That might be true.
Froey Kami says, Elon to the rescue. What do you think about Elon Musk? Are you an Elon Musk hater or an Elon Musk lover? You can only be one or the other.
I fall in the middle. If we take out his political views or whatever, I mean, the guy is a freaking genius. I mean, I always joke, but I actually came up with that PayPal idea back in '95 when I was buying auctions and sending money orders, and there was no credit cards to be taken. So he actually executed. I couldn't do it, and then he was able to do Tesla and SpaceX. So I mean, the guy is a genius. And maybe money corrupts a little bit, but he doesn't lose his genius because of that. So.
Yeah, I don't think he's as funny as he thinks he is. That's all I'll say about it. Tucson says, if you think there's no issue, you can tell this guy is a corporate tool. If you think there's... Oh, I don't... See, I'm not sure what you were referencing there. InvestMore says, I hear you about Marvel setting the mint price, but David Yu sets the mint count, so blaming Marvel is no excuse. Like I said, they might have some type of contractual agreements that we don't know about.
As I say, that's done probably months. It could have been done a year ago. I mean, these guys plan way far ahead. You can't, be too mad at them. They may have no choice.
That's a good point. Dennis O'Connor says, if you have $1 million in the bank, you're only going to get $250K. What bank are you using? That's not true. Only $250K.
He's saying FDIC insurance.
Oh, yeah.
It does cover $250,000.
I thought it was actually $200,000. They had just raised it from $100K, I thought, to $200K. I guess $250K, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. K Bacon says, put the Tucson meme up. He's getting out of hand. You're not lying. Chill out, bro. Elon is a compulsive liar. Elon works on old tech. I mean, I don't know that much about him. Me and Elon don't go that far back, to be honest. All right, guys, I think I might be done sniping the market on these. The market is not refreshing with any new listings. It's just people relisting the same stuff they had for a little bit cheaper. We could check the prices. Surprisingly, Secret Rare is doing pretty well. It's been at 98 the whole day. It's sitting at 95 right now. And I don't think it's going to go much lower, because if people aren't buying them out of the store, then who's going to be selling them off? Some people are holding these. And then, like I was saying earlier, we got Amazing Spider-Man #6 dropping on the app on Tuesday. Brian, why don't you tell everybody a little bit about what you got planned for going on this week, what your strategy is for the Amazing Spider-Man 6 drop, and also a little bit about your YouTube channel once again, while I'll link it in the chat so people there can subscribe to you.
Yeah, I'll put out a video probably later tonight, maybe tomorrow, about the drop. Give you some information whether you should go for it, but it's going to be definitely a go for. Yeah, the big thing is clear your device, clear that cache. The less crap you have on your device, the better. Take it off. If you have an app on there you're not using, just take it off. It's probably running in the background. You can turn those things off in the background. Anything you can turn off that you're not using, do it. That's going to give you the best ability to get stuff. So yeah, and I may put out some stuff about sniping or how to get your device ready for the market this week, depending on how many drops we're going to have and how many videos I have to do. So,
and how many Shelby Cobra will let you do. Yeah, you definitely want to do everything possible to make your connection and your phone as fast as possible on big drop days, especially if you plan on sniping the market, but also if it's a drop that you think it's going to sell out right away and you want to be able to get in there as fast as possible so you hit the drop. All right, guys. Our guest, once again, is the VeVe Drop channel. The link to his YouTube channel is in the description. I also just linked it in the chat. Brian, appreciate you for supporting my channel for so long very much, and I appreciate you for coming on to the channel. I had to actually twist his arm to get him on here. I used to try to get him on here, and he was like, no, but then he started a YouTube channel. I was like, no, now you have to. You're a content creator, and he couldn't say no, so I finally got him on here. Thank you for coming on the channel and providing some of your experience and knowledge about the VeVe app with us. And if you guys want more of that, you're going to have to subscribe to his channel, because he puts out a lot of great information there as well.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me. Good seeing everyone.
Absolutely. And we will be back for Tuesday's drop. You will see BE in the chat for that drop as well. And you'll probably see him on the market sniping all the good serial numbers. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. And we'll see you at the next one. Later.